Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Can I sit with you? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvonne and this is StickyMare17. My channel is all about cleaning information, inspiration and motivation and my life. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe, turn on those notification bells so that you're notified every Wednesday and Sunday at 10 a.m. when I upload a new video. This is going to be the last video of 2023. I cannot believe that 2023 is over already. Now, I usually do a Christmas exclusive on Christmas Day and a New Year's exclusive, which is generally a Q&A, which I'm going to be doing now for you for the New Year's video. So it's a bit of a get to know me, and I'm here with Pixie, who's not very happy with me at the minute. So I've managed to pick up a few questions. Thank you for sending them in. I really do appreciate it. I only do this once a year. And so let's jump straight into that. Right, the first question I've got is, am I a virgin? Well, considering I've got a daughter, no. What was I doing for Christmas? Okay, at the time of filming this, it is still about 18 days before Christmas. So we will be having HelloFresh. They do like a Christmas box, a Christmas meal. So we're going to be doing that. Our tradition from even when I was a child is we get up, we open our stockings. We then have a decent breakfast, not like a full breakfast. And then we get dressed and open the presents. And the reason we do this is it prolongs the day of opening the Christmas presents, and it prolongs the Christmas experience for my child. And I used to hate my parents for doing that, but I can see why now I'm an adult. Am I an adult? Anyway, so we will be doing that again this year. So where do I live? I live in Wales, and that is as much information as I'm going to disclose on that. Why don't you show us your child? The reason I don't show my child is very simple. I don't agree with child exploitation. I don't agree with not being able to get informed consent from my child. She is not old enough. I will not give her age out. She's not old enough to give me informed consent. And there is also some unsavory human beings, and a few of them we know personally, who have inappropriate interactions with children, should we say. And I will not feed into that satisfaction of showing my daughter and her private life to unsatisfactory people. What is your biggest strength? Oh, I don't know what you mean by this. Is my biggest strength as in physical, or what I can do really well? So physically, my biggest strength is, I suppose, being a parent. I like to think that I'm doing the best I can, and I can only do the best I can with the tools that I've got and the knowledge that I've got and the health that I've got. So I just hope that I am doing a good job. I know I'm certainly doing better than some parents, including my mother. So I think that is one of my biggest strengths. As for sort of like creativity, my biggest strength, I would like to say, is I can be quite artistic. I used to really enjoy doing embroidery, like cross stitch, but I really struggle with hand-eye coordination at the moment since my brain injury, so I haven't actually touched that for a long time. And to be fair, all the embroidery stuff that I did have has now been donated. When I was on the medication with my brain injury, I was really good at figuring out puzzles, so things like plumbing and problem solving, should we say. So unfortunately that has gone when the medication stopped. What is my biggest weakness? Again, when it comes to parenting, I think my biggest weakness is I wish I could be there more for my child than what I have been. There's other outside influences, and I'm guilty, yes, mobile phones, and the games and stuff as well. But for the most part, I don't work when my child's at home, unless we're doing something that sort of involves her, i.e. putting up the Christmas tree. But my biggest weakness is the fact that I'm not there as much of a parent as I would like to be, mainly because of my health. Why do you blow your YouTube? I blow my YouTube, one, for the reason that there is terms of service with YouTube, and I do get a lot of comments on some of my videos that I've blurred out, and that, to be honest, I hate editing myself. I'm not a narcissist. I don't like seeing myself, and I don't think I'm anything to write home about when it comes to looks. So I do find it very uncomfortable. And for me personally, when I'm editing, I find that a lot easier is when I blur it, because it makes myself not feel as self-conscious. However, having said that, there is certain tiers on Patreon where some of the stuff may not be blurred. Do I have other platforms? Yes, I do, and they are all in the description box down below with the links. Why did you stop TikTok? Again, some unsavory people being very nosy on my personal life, and so I just shut it down completely, because I didn't think it was fair to be tempted by some of the TikToks to be slamming anybody or being unkind, and therefore I shut it down in order to, one, stop myself, and I didn't want to be also trolled by certain individuals that should have no part in my life. What is my full-time job? I am currently employed as a full-time coach driver. However, I am on long-term sick following the brain injury, because I do have certain problems that would hinder my return to work, even though I have been sort of getting things back in line to get myself back into my job. But I need to obviously be cleared by neuro and ENT and my GP and everything else, and that is just taking a lot longer than necessary, because obviously I'm not fit for work. How is my health? At the moment, I'm taking some medication, which seems to be helping in certain areas. I'm definitely sleeping a lot better. My coordination is not that good. My memory is not good at all. I have been referred to physio. I've had the community physio out for weeks now at this point, and now I've been referred to MSK, who will be focusing on treating me. How can I say this? I don't want to sound politically incorrect or condescending or anything, but so I apologize, my brain is not working for the words. I am going to be treated for somebody with the same long-term disability as if I'd had a stroke, because I've got the same sort of symptoms and after effects of my brain injury. I've had a traumatic brain injury, not by trauma, but by cyst rupturing. So that's the long and short of that. What do I do for fun? I tend to clean, to be honest. I don't like cleaning, I'll be honest, but I do like the satisfaction of having a clean home. And my other absolute favorite is organizing and spending time with my daughter. That is the best thing in the world, and I'll happily give up anything I've got to do in the house to be able to make memories with her. How long have you done your own nails? Oh goodness me, I've been doing my own nails now for it's got to be about at least 18 years is when I started. And I remember the first time I did it with acrylic in a flat, and it stank. And yeah, it didn't just stink out our apartment, it stunk out the whole floor. So okay, the next question is, how old is my child? That information I will not disclose for her privacy, because I cannot give informed consent. Let's just say she's under the age of being an adult. What is my biggest achievement? It has got to be my daughter, and then comes my 6 A levels, my diploma, and my qualification in sign language. Number 16 is, what is your biggest failure? I would have to say a previous relationship which I held out a lot of hope for and turned out just to be a narcissistic and abusive relationship. Am I married? I am not disclosing that sort of information because it relates to my personal life. Am I OCD? To a point, yes. I'm not diagnosed OCD, but there are certain things that do trigger me into making, I suppose, becoming obsessive about things. But I don't think I'm completely directed just by rituals and routines. What is my favorite part of YouTube? I suppose it gives me something to do. It does keep my brain working. There's also a game called Cooking Diary that I really enjoy, and this because it takes a lot of sort of time management and skill, and especially with my brain injury, I found that YouTube was very relaxing and also motivating because I can't just sit in my bed and ponder or weep that I'm not feeling well. I know that I have to get up and do things, one for my child, and two because, let's face it, we all need content. So I'm not hiding behind anything like, oh, my house or whatever. It is, at the end of the day, just content and things need to be done. So it gives me a bit of a motivation to get off my butt and do things, even though the last probably 3 months I've really struggled to find the motivation within myself to get anything done. What is the worst part of YouTube? Definitely got to be the creepy comments that are also insensitive and disturbing and vulgar, particularly. So I think that's got to be the worst part of YouTube, and knowing that there's people out there that are watching my channel who are not supposed to be doing that due to certain circumstances that have certain circumstances and rules that have been made. What made me do YouTube? I had a gut feeling that I was getting sick again. We were all into lockdown. So I started in June 2020, and I thought, let me just take the plunge and see where it goes. I know I'm not very big at the moment. At the point of recording this, I'm 2,482, which is kind of shocking considering I've been doing this for 3.5 years now. But on the flip side, I do upload twice a week. I don't upload every day. My content can be very repetitive. I do understand that. And you know what? I'm not really doing it for the clicks and views. I'm doing it because it's giving me motivation and it's keeping me busy and just making me do something rather than just sitting on my butt watching television. What is my long-term life goal? I don't know. I suppose in a way, for myself, personally, self-centeredly, I just want to survive to see my child grow up, possibly get married or not, whichever she decides to do, have children or not. That's entirely up to her. But my long-term goal for me personally is to see my child grow up. And also my long-term goal again is for my child to make sure that she is successful. Now, let me elaborate on successful. I don't see money as success. Happy, healthy, get up and go, which I don't have, and just enjoying life to its fullest, even though things like taxes and death are the two guaranteed things in life, which nobody likes. But for myself, I wish my long-term goal for my daughter to be successful in whichever way she becomes accomplished and happy, and she doesn't need to please me in order to do that. My saying and my theory is you can try your best. My theory and my saying is try your best. That's the best you can do. And I am happy with that. And as long as she tries her best in whatever she's doing, be it school, sports, after school activities, anything that she decides to do in life, marriage, children, whatever, I just want her to be successful and in the knowledge that she has done the best that she can do. What's your favorite part of life? again, it brings it down to my child. The fact that I've got my child and she is just the most amazing human being. I might be biased, I don't know, but she is amazing. I would get so many compliments about her, that she is just so involved in everything, that that has got to be my favorite part of life, is just watching her grow. And as sad as it is that she's growing up so blinking quickly, that's the hardest part. But knowing that she is the person she is and she's thriving in life is just my favorite part of life. What is my biggest struggle? My biggest struggle is knowing that I missed my daughter's birthday, and that that my health has taken this turn that it has done, and that sorry, I've forgotten the question now, so I'm just going back. What is my biggest struggle? The fact that my life is the way it is and my health is the way it is, and that I'm unable to give my child the 100% that I would like to give her. The best part of being a parent, again, that goes back to my favorite part of life. The best part of being a parent is being there, being a present parent, being able to watch my child grow. Again, as sad as it is that she's growing so blinking quickly, and just everything about her, everything she does, everything she's trying, doing, has done. She's just amazing, and she is definitely, the whole package is the best part of being a parent. Watching the milestones come and go, from her taking her first steps, to losing her first tooth, to I don't know, just walking around in her first pair of shoes. It's just, oh, it just makes me weep. Seeing an ice cream van for the first time, seeing Santa for the first time. It's just everything, and every year since, you know, it's just, I just don't have the words for it, but she is amazing, and that is definitely the best part of being a parent, reliving the childhood I didn't have through my daughter's eyes. What is the worst part about being a parent? 100%, hands down, worst part about being a parent for me is, one, my child being sick for whatever reason, be it the snuffles from a cold, to right the way to anything else where she's been injured. And even to top that, the worst part of being a parent is when she was a little one, she loved raisins but didn't like them. So she used to chew them, and then regurgitate them into my hand. And that has got to be the worst part of being a parent. I can handle a sick, I can handle a poop, I can handle the punamis. Regurgitated raisins, I draw the line. So that is all the questions that I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was a bit lighthearted, a bit of information about my life without giving too much information. And yeah, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a wonderful new year. Look after yourselves, look after your brains, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, see you, bye. Happy New Year.